Hey, what is going on, guys? I've got another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary for you today, and today we're going to be playing Spy on Gold Rush on defense, and the sets I will be using is the Dead Ringer, the Spy Skull, and the Enforcer, otherwise known as the Doctor Enforcer sets. And for this stage of Gold Rush, I only use the Doctor Enforcer set if I'm playing Spy, because I feel that this set was made for this stage of Gold Rush. It's just perfect, in my opinion. The Doctor Enforcer set, if you haven't seen my other gameplays of it, is basically this stage of Gold Rush. The key to winning is teleports, and if you're on defense, the key to winning is taking down those teleports. And there's nothing better than taking down a teleport than a zapper and a few Enforcer shots, and it will take it down incredibly fast, and that's the key to winning the game. But this one isn't really about the sapping of teleporters. It's more about just getting stabs and just finding a pattern and making it work, and that's probably what I'm going to be talking about in this video today, because we do end up losing the first point, and usually after the first point, this area is a great area to hold, because they're trapped in quite a narrow area. There's lots of height advantage, there's lots of drop down spots, but once they get this point, they can get past that and they can get moved to the next area. And as you can see there, that was one of my friends, and I'm just saying now that I think I said, I hate you, just as like a joke, because he headshotted me just as I was about to go into a major chain stab. So I was a bit unexpected. I thought we were going to lose, and then I looked at this. I thought, what the hell is that? That is an absolute cluster mess of just engineer nests. I mean, look at this thing. Why is it there? It would last a long time, was what I was thinking, and it did last a long time. But I was thinking, no, that is no permanent defense, and I'm going to have to do some work. So I thought, this is a good little vantage spot right here, just to shoot down on the stairs. And then I realised there's lots of snipers back there, and there's lots of pyros as well. So it's a tough little job to get round that corner, because once you're around that corner, if you didn't know, with a Dead Ringer, once you decloak, you are left with your pants down, and you do have to do a lot of improvisation. You'll see me improvise with the Enforcer, and you'll see me have a little bit of one-on-one against my friend Hunter, and he'll be playing sniper, and I think he eventually puts a Razorback on, because he becomes so paranoid at me, and he knows that what I'm capable of, and so I have to pull out some fancy moves, because I have to perform in a really short area, and you'll see the area where it is. So what I will do is come round this corner, go back around, try and decloak, jump over the wooden barriers, get behind them, and then go for that stab. So that's what I will be aiming to do, and if I can get behind there, I'll just repeat that pattern, and I'll get backstabs for as long as I can, and hopefully I won't die, and by the time I come back to the nest, I'll still be alive. So I'm just going to be keeping teleports down, medics down, stopping Ubers, and just holding back this defense as long as possible, because they've got 6 minutes to hold this point, and this is one of those maps where once the cart's moving, it doesn't stop moving. It's got that snowball effect. The snowball rolling down the hill, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's harder to stop the cart because there's just so much momentum on it. Heavy medics can be a pain, especially when there's a pyro spraying around the cart, because people really, it's so hard to kill a heavy medic team that are on the cart, especially when a pyro's surrounding them, because there's no spy to pick off the medic. The heavy's got tons of health, tons of ammo, unlimited fire basically, so it's an absolute monster. But my job is to just kind of suppress that and take it down as it goes, and just keep picking off the key enemies. And at the moment, the key enemies are the snipers and the medics, because they are the ones that are going to be doing it from the range. They'll be picking the individuals off, and the medics will also be healing a great deal and a great amount. And also Ubers as well. Medics, Ubers, 2 plus 2 equals 4. They equal bad things for you. But basically what I'll be doing is, this is the Hunter right here, me and him battle, and he's using a machine, so I knew that I could fancy my chances up close, but at a distance, it's literally one shot to me without the Dead Ringer. So I think he does actually kill me in an instance where I have a Dead Ringer up and he actually headshots me in the Dead Ringer and it kills me, because even with a 90% damage reduction, the Machiner is a very powerful sniper, and the disadvantage to that is that there's no no-scope, so that's why I'll try to be covering the ground and getting in close. And I think that the enemy do actually clock that I am a spy a lot of the time, and they know where I'm going to be. It's just that I do it so frequently that they just can't stop me. So I will come back here so frequently that they can't stop me. Apart from this moment right here where there's just a random heavy chilling there, and I end up saying in the chat, you know, why was a random heavy there? It's not because, you know, there's health other places, much bigger health packs. So that was an unexpected turn, but look at this. 3 teleports I can see. That's 2 nests there. I'm not sure where the 3rd sentry is, but it must be somewhere. And 4 minutes, you know, I'm counting down the minutes and ticking it over. And I've just got to keep, as you can see, it's all about the patterns. And this is a lesson that you could learn in Spy, is just finding that pattern that works. Because sometimes TF2, it's like a game of attrition. So it's just wearing each other down until somebody makes a breakthrough. And if I can stop that attrition and just nip off the odd enemy or 2, then that's my class of Spy worthwhile, really. Because if I was playing Soldier, I'd probably, what I'd be doing is peeking around the corner and just, you know, firing rockets, and then coming back to the dispenser. And Spy, I can kind of create a paranoia and make them turn around, make them not focus on the cart like they are trying to do. It's hard to make people not focus on the cart, but you'd be surprised how much a Spy makes people turn around, because it's an instant backstab, and that's one of the great things about a Spy, just the paranoia, and to be able to create, you know, 2 people running around swinging, looking for you, just as you saw there. It's that's a big distraction, and that's something that's underrated with Spy, is that you don't have to actually be a big killer to get the really what am I thinking the word? To get the really good games and get the wins. What you have to do is be able to just be a big distraction, and then occasionally you can get a chain stab like this. A triple chain stab is always a great thing, and I've seen higher chain stabs, but it's really not about the number, it's about the effectiveness. And that was a major push coming right there, and by taking out 3 enemies, and it was a demo, a soldier, and a medic, those are 3 key targets to take out, and there's another pyro right there. And that's the push completely gone, and our team is allowed to respawn, recollect, get your ammo, heal up your sentries, dispensers, whatever. And then I'm also allowed to strike again at another given time, and down goes another heavy, down goes a soldier, and another medic right there. So I did get a nice little streak right there, and that was a nice one. And I just keep the streak going, and while I've got momentum, I keep picking it up, because the enemies are now coming in few and far between, which means they're coming one at a time, whereas before they were grouped up and it was quite hard for me to stab. And singling out an individual is like a skill for Spy. It's very hard to do, but it's something that's really needed for Spy. And as you can see, I just look for an individual, turn around sometimes, find them. That time, Pyro, don't know why, just randomly ran into the sentry on his own with no backup. But that's just Team Fortress 2 sometimes. You get some clever enemies, you get some not so clever enemies. I'm not beating on the guy, obviously, but what I will do now is just speak like a robot for some reason. But what I will do is just, the snipers here, if I had one advice to them, I would just go Pyro. I would stop going in the same spots, because it's kind of a bit easy for me just to get those stabs. And I think I do go down here, I'm not sure. No, I did a bit of a crafty job. That is a funny moment right there. I remember that. I remember that cracked me up. I will do a slow motion of that. It's because it's the heavy looking at the spray of a nude spray, and it was just so funny seeing the spicicle statue of the heavy. You could tell that it was just one of those moments in TF2 that you don't get that very often. So I'll add that in at the start with maybe some sad emotional music or something. But I think now that we've pretty much secured it, I don't think they're going to be able to take out a full nest. And this is where I overextend, just like this, and just cause that last minute distraction. These guys here, how many guys have I got chasing me right now? 3, possibly. Looks like 2 or 3 right there. And that's enough, really, to seal the game. 110% certain that they're not going to win. So I did that distraction. We win the game. I forgot how many points I got, but the points are irrelevant. It's just that showing you how, even with maybe not the best defense setup, even if it's just a corner and a build-up of enemies, how to just keep on repeating and grinding down the enemies So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, maybe hit that like button, and I will see you later.